Welcome to Decode right here on YouTube on XFM. I'm Nalzi Lee.
And I am Danny.
And this week we are in low spirits because we are talking about the death of 21 teenagers in East London.
Which is in South Africa, if you don't know.
Yes, in the Eastern Cape. And yeah, it's been very sad. I'm just going to read a bit and then we're going to discuss because people have so many stories of what they think happened, so we are going to speak on that. It says it has been determined that the deceased are between the ages of 13 and 17, and they're school children who went to celebrate the end of the June exams. While the cause of death is yet to be confirmed, there are claims that they may have been exposed to some sort of poison, while other reports say a stampede broke out after security used tear gas or pepper spray as an attempt to disperse the patrons. And obviously now the police have started a war against these liquor outlets that don't comply with the law.
Yeah.
But you said something about it.
So I heard the story that what had happened was, so in South Africa we have load shedding, which means when they cut our power and
for no reason
whatsoever. And they had turned the generator on at the tavern, but with, I don't know how, the ventilation or something had gone wrong, and the carbon monoxide was being fed into the tavern.
Yeah.
And you can die from carbon monoxide poisoning. So it was actually the generator that had caused the death of these children because, I mean, they all died.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like...
For me, it's so sad. And then, I heard that people are complaining that the government has put money in to pay for the funerals of the children that died. And the basis that they're complaining from is the fact that when kids drown, there was a drowning of a few kids, and the government did not chip in for that. But these kids chose to go to the tavern and stuff. And for me, we place no value on human life.
Yeah.
Those are still humans. They still kids that died. And it's very crazy
and
that
it's not like it's one or two, it's 21 kids.
Yeah, and it's crazy that we live in a country where a 13-year-old can go into a tavern and buy alcohol, because I've seen parents send their kids to go buy them alcohol, and alcohol is being sold to children.
I've had stories. So there's a club here in Joburg called Randlords.
Yeah.
Grade 8s, so that's 14-year-olds,
Yeah.
passed out drunk on the floor of Randlords.
Why? And now the question is, should
do you know what? Sorry, do you know what could happen to you?
Yeah. The question is, should the owner of the tavern be held liable and go to jail?
Okay, I don't know. The reason I'm saying this, because if, let's say, it just happened at the generator, I mean, that truly is an accident.
Okay, but then the kids were in his tavern. So should he then...
Okay, yeah, I suppose that is true, because, I mean, you can tell a 13-year-old kid.
And another thing for me is, how did you advertise a pens down party and not expect kids to come? Because they're the only ones putting pens down. I'm not putting any pen down because I'm working. So if you're advertising a pens down party, you know that kids are going to come to this event.
Yeah, especially because I know most of the universities are only finishing now in July.
Yeah. So this event was planned and marketed for kids to come. And it's crazy.
I mean, it's another thing. I knew girls whose parents in grade 10 would drive them to the club.
Yeah.
And gave them the money to bribe the bouncer.
Yep.
You just hand your ID with $100, R100 under, and you were in. And then, I mean, I know at our matric after party, I was there for 10 minutes. It was disgusting. I walked in, I saw someone vomit. I phoned my mother, come fetch me. But a guy was there, and they laced his drink with Liquid X. And he had to get rushed to the hospital, whatever. But they say it is actually so lucky he drank it and not his girlfriend, because he's much bigger than his girlfriend. If his girlfriend had done it, she would have drunk it. She would have OD'd because of her body size. So, I mean, why as a 13-year-old are you putting yourself in the situation?
Yeah, and I feel like people think that clubs are fun and they don't realize what actually happens in clubs. And it's crazy.
A few weeks ago, I was at a alumni event, so I was getting all these spicy stories. And my Afrikaans teacher's son and his girlfriend went to a club also here in Newtown. And they walked out, whatever, and he was separated with her for. He watched guys grab her to try kidnap her. He literally toppled people over. He broke his arm. I think he broke his arm and his ankle rushing to get her and grab her. They tried to kidnap her in the middle of the street where there are other people. They literally grabbed her.
It's crazy. Like, you place yourself in such unsafe situations when you want to do things like this. And
especially when you've been drinking, you're not exactly thinking 100% straight.
And now it's 300 children trying to rush out of this club. Of course, there's a stampede. Of course, the people that have passed out are going to be trampled on. Of course, kids are going to die. And we see this happen all the time, even with the Travis Scott concert, where kids died at the concert. And it's like, people, please keep your children inside your house. I know sometimes it's hard because kids can sneak out. I was once a naughty teenager, but like, try your best to keep your kids inside your house and close to God so that they don't like these types of things.
Yeah, so it was quite a tragic story. So I think that's... Do you have anything else?
No, it's just very saddening to hear that 21 young people that could have done big things
with their lives
have passed away. And to the families, obviously, our condolences to you, and we're praying that you guys will be strengthened in this time as well. It's not easy losing a kid, and imagine the parents who had 2 or 3 kids go there. It's like,
imagine siblings went.
Crazy.
So that is all for this week. We will see you next time.
Bye.